After a mile or so down the sticky tarmac road that weaves like a drunken sailor along the edge of the beach, to melt into the heat of the shimmering horizon, two basilisk blocks recline on the groined shingle like resting sentinels. They lay haphazardly, mighty concrete dice, tossed and left discarded by a peevish giant. The gritty, grey sharpness of their dusty corners cut painfully into the gentle softness of the morning. These are the new sea defences. Set back from them at the end of a tiny path that juts across a carpet of dry and dusty pebbles is a rude stone building. Its weathered bulk stands tired and hotly black against the twinkling of the greyness of the reflecting sea. Under its sagging slate roof, two huge doors stand shut. The green paint brittle and flaked almost entirely away. The grain of the fluted wood beneath exposed, and the weight of the bleached white sanded timbers pulls endlessly at their hinges. Orange with rust, bumped and pitted, the bolts and screws take the strain, their heads worn smooth, the slots crammed with paint, or not there at all, as in the endless breeze they grind and sigh arthritically, like an old man rising from his chair. A huge steel padlock, suspended menacingly from a crusted hasp and staple, retains and chokes off the heat from the filtering white sunlight that seeps through the shrinking timbers of the roof and makes a kiln of the interior. To the right of these doors is a notice. A small, framed, weathered cardboard memorial made wavy by the damp sea air. It reads, "To the men of the Mary Stanford Lifeboat, who gave their lives so that others may pass with safety on the sea." Below this is a brief, factual description of the incident. Unemotionally, it tells the story of the men who died trying to save a ship's crew who had already reached safety. There was no radio there in 1928, you see, and they couldn't be informed. Unaware and thinking the crew were in peril, they persevered. Relentlessly they rowed on and on into the towering black darkness of the sea. They were all volunteers, these men, all fishermen and poor sailors. A list of 17 names is attached and many surnames are repeated. Fathers and brothers and sons. And a tiny village, decimated. After the men washed ashore and were properly buried, the people locked the Lifeboat House forever. The doors were shackled, the windows bricked up, and the building left to dry and flake. Inside, the memories baked silently and turning to dust, blew between the withered timbers and away across the level beach towards the sea. Now, a holidaymaker's discarded newspaper flutters idly in the warm sea breeze, and fetching up against the old, faded, zinc-plated crowd barriers that make a makeshift fence at the end of the path. Its stiff, yellow, sun-hardened pages open and close like dumb mouths telling of bonuses, bailouts and footballers' salaries. The black-headed gulls and curlews chatter overhead. They hover, sweep and dive, occasionally landing on the bleached and faded timbers of the old lifeboat slipway. Tossing the stones in search for food, they squabble and tussle and waddle among the rusty rivets, a tableau to nature's oblivious permanence. Above, the smiling sun beams benevolently down. The sky wears the grey crystal sea like a sparkling apron, and the heedless tide sucks slowly at the shingle.